This is the Generation Report. I've compared generational theory in the past to a map, and throughout this series I've used the terms crisis and fourth turning interchangeably. But a fourth turning implies something very specific. An era of identifiable political, social, and generational changes characterized by both a distinct timing and a finite duration. Whenever you're in unfamiliar territory, real or metaphorical, it helps to know where and when you started walking and have a sense of how far you still have to go. This fourth turning began in 2008. The global financial crisis and the rise of Barack Obama that year marked a sharp departure from the era that began in 1984 with the year of the yuppie and mourning in America. Throughout the last third turning, America's political divide was expressed in battles over morals and principles to a far greater extent than in the years since. Even the war on terror took on Strauss-Howe's characterization of wars in third turnings, fought with moral fervor but without consensus or follow-through. By contrast, every new political and social development since 2008 has arisen from a sense of higher stakes. The Tea Party movement, the Occupy movement, woke politics on campus, Black Lives Matter, Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, everything since the 2016 election. An indispensable contributor to this high-stakes mood since 2008 has been the generational constellation by age. The silent generation in late elderhood, boomers in elderhood, Xers in midlife, millennials in young adulthood, the generation after millennials in childhood. Like all turnings, fourth turnings feature one generational constellation from beginning to end, and this era will run its course until there is a new one. The future can obviously never be predicted with perfect foresight and accuracy, but as long as we recognize the extent to which both the nature and timing of social change rest on the aging of generations, we can make an informed estimate of when this fourth turning will end. Given the way events are currently unfolding, namely, slowly, this era we're living through almost certainly won't end before 2030. In view of when today's generational constellation is likely to expire, it almost certainly won't last beyond 2032. Split the difference. I predict this fourth turning ends in 2031. Admittedly, that's a pretty simple breakdown. But to borrow from what I said in the beginning, you can usually see where you are in unfamiliar territory more clearly, as long as you know what to look for. Thank you for listening.